One of the best things about Halou is that it's not instantly, it doesn't instantly evoke even a particular genre. It's just sort of ambiguous. And I think that conceptually, from a songwriting standpoint and just the sound of the band, being ambiguous like that is the thing that appeals to all of us. We draw from a lot of different places.
My dad owned record stores since I was, 5 or 6 years old. They've always been completely immersed in music, and so the one thing that jumps out after all these years is just quality. I became really aware of just what separates great music from good music, and we try and take things that extra distance to go from what is good to something that is lasting and timeless.
I think that when you are trying to write a song that you want to have end up being timeless, I think in order to do that, you have to start with a well-written song.
For me, timelessness is, melody is the first thing, and if melody isn't present in the song before Rebecca even hears it, then I don't even finish it. The most important thing, other than just the basic melody, of course, is people being able to connect to the song. But if they're bored with it, or they don't connect with it, and it doesn't mean anything to them, a few hours or days after they hear it, then to me it's just a missed opportunity.
A lot of people wondered what we've been doing for the past 5 years, and we spent a ton of time actually making records for other acts, like DJ Shadow, Lyrics Born, Black Alicious, John Cale. And it's interesting because it's given us a lot of perspective on making our own records, and I think that we're a lot less biased in making our records, being very objective about, what is good and what's not cutting it.
Ryan usually will come up with a rough sketch, and then he'll give it to me, and then I'll do my thing. Come up with some lyrics and melody. Count will then do his magic on it.
All the songs start with me by myself. Usually I'll build a song and it'll just have too much stuff going on, and I'll give it to Rebecca. I think what we've become good at as the years have gone on, where we weren't so good before, is being critical about what stays and what goes. And so we strip the songs back quite a bit and only leave what's necessary.
Ryan is an incredibly creative person, so he usually gives me way more than I need. So the idea of deconstructing, taking away what's not necessary, and it was almost like being his editor.
We love playing live so much that we really do we go a little bit over the top with it.
So the live show incorporates switching instruments a lot, playing with live strings, cello, upright bass, and all of the drums are samples of me playing real drums so that we can get the exact sound that we're looking for, but still be able to perform it 100% live.
On this tour, there's a lot more instrument changes, and just the new songs are just, I think, a lot more powerful and come across really well live.
Fans can expect to see a show that's every bit as live as a rock show. There just happens to be some electronic instruments.
I feel like it would be difficult to listen to this album and not in some way connect.
Halou is really all about the juxtaposition of very interesting and maybe unexpected sounds together. So I think that this record is a culmination of what we've been really trying to get at since the last record.
It transforms what were decent songs into really emotional, dynamic songs. So when something gets big, it gets really big. And when something breaks down or decrescendos, I think it's in those moments that Halou is really its best.